Hello guys, today I'll be talking about 15 underrated Dream Theater songs. Now this is not a top 15. Again, these are just 15 songs that I randomly chose that I feel are pretty underrated from the band. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this list. This is in no particular order or anything, but I want to start off with The Mirror from Awake. Always been one of my personal favorites from the Awake album. It's dark, heavy, kind of has an interesting atmosphere to it along with the rest of the album, and absolutely dig this song, a song that I feel is a bit overlooked from that album. But next you have Lines in the Sand. Now, Falling into Infinity is an album that does get a lot of heat from fans. It's fairly different from the rest of their discography, but some people even going as far to say that it's their weakest. But honestly, I mean, now I might get some heat for this, but I actually like this album more than the self-titled and Astonishing and their debut. Might get some heat for that, but that's okay. But I personally dig that album. Now it's not one of their best or anything, but again, I do like the album, and Lines in the Sand is one of my favorites from that album. But next we have Fortune and Lies from their debut, When Dream and Day Unite, which has always been and this song has always been my favorite from that album. The song for me just grabs me more than the rest of the songs on the album. Now the rest of the album is still solid, but I don't think anything comes close to this song personally for me. But of course, you also have other great songs like Yitzy Jam and Afterlife, and of course many others. But yeah, Fortune and Lies was another song that I definitely had to mention in this list. But next we have S2N from their album back in 2019, Distance Over Time. Ever since the album came out, it's always been one of my personal favorites. Honestly, even top three. I really like this song a lot. In my opinion, one of the catchiest songs on the album. It also has maybe one of my favorite choruses on the album too. And there are moments musically in this song that kind of give me vibes of Rush. And if you're not familiar with my channel, Rush is one of my personal favorite bands, so of course I'm going to like this song a lot. But anyways, next we have Honor Thy Father from Train of Thought, track number 4, if I remember correctly. One of my personal favorites from Train of Thought. Like the rest of the album, it's heavy, kind of dark, and if I remember correctly, this is one of the songs that has to do or is about Mike Portnoy's father. But yeah, all around a great track, and I think the song does enough to keep you invested through the whole 10 minutes too. Next we have The Dark Eternal Night. When people talk about Systematic Chaos, many people talk about songs like, of course, like Forsaken or In the Presence of Enemies, but Dark Eternal Night, a bit of a heavier song, and I think it's another song from their later period that I think deserves more attention. Now, it's not one of their all-time best songs or anything, but again, I think it's a song that certainly deserves more re-listens, I guess. But next we have Learning to Live, which is the album closer from Images and Words. All around a great song, a song I've grown to like more and more over time. One of the more lengthy songs, not the longest, but again, one of the more lengthy songs. One of the songs that goes over 10 minutes, but I don't know what it is about this song, but it's always been a song that I've always really dug. But again, with time, I've grown to like it more and more. But next we have Sacrifice Sons. This is from the second half of Octavarium. A bit of a more melodic song, but to me, I think the song has some strong melody. Now, it's not my favorite song on the album, but it is a song that I've grown to like more and more with time, because when I was getting into Dream Theater, this wasn't really a song that grabbed me all that much. I didn't think it was bad, but again, it didn't grab me as much as other songs on the album. But over time, again, I've grown to like it more. But next we have 6 O'Clock, the album opener to Awake. I absolutely love this song. Maybe one of my favorite Dream Theater songs, to be honest. But yeah, always been one of my personal favorites from Awake. But next we have Strange Deja Vu. You can maybe make the argument that this is kind of a standard Dream Theater song, but I don't know. This has always been a song that's always stood out to me from that Metropolis 2 album, Scenes from a Memory. But yeah, overall, pretty solid song that I think is kind of overlooked. Now, I wouldn't go as far to say that's, again, one of their best songs, but it is one of my personal favorites from the Metropolis 2 album. But next, we have Burning My Soul, one of the heavier songs off of Falling Into Infinity. Now, maybe not a song that might break a whole lot of new ground for the band. It's kind of more of the same in terms of what the album offers, but again, one of the heavier songs, and a song that I think might deserve more attention, especially if you're a fan of the Falling Into Infinity album. I think this is a song that you should, I guess, at least give another listen to, because again, one of my personal favorites from the album, to be honest. But next we have Afterlife. I did mention the song earlier in the video, and this is another personal favorite of mine from the debut. Then we got Innocence Faded, a bit of a more melodic track from the Awake album. Really dig that song. I also like James' vocals in that song especially. Then next we have the instrumental Erotomania, also from Awake, track number 4 if I remember correctly. Maybe one of my favorite instrumentals from them. Maybe not as complex as some of their other instrumentals, but that doesn't bother me all that much. Again, I really like the directions they go musically throughout the song, and yeah, personally I've always really dug it. And finally, the last song on here, Bridges in the Sky from A Dramatic Turn of Events. I just like the heaviness that you get in this song, and you get some pretty cool solid riffs in this song too, especially, which is no surprise because it's John Petrucci. But yeah, this is another song on this list that I'm going to like more and more with time, and yeah, had to be another song that I had to mention in this list. But anyways, those are my 15 songs. Let me know if you think of more underrated songs from the band. Do you agree with my picks and all the good stuff? But anyways, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Have a nice day and take care.